All right. Hello, everyone. How are ya? All right. Is the audio good? Yes. Awesome. Whoop. All right. Hello, everyone. I hope you all have been having a lovely start to your week. Today, we're going to be talking about SM again. Well, just like SM group updates and whatnot, because I feel like this week SM groups have been everywhere. Make sure my hair is okay. Yeah, I feel like SM groups, there's some groups in the US, Mexico, Korea, Japan. Like, it's wild. Yeah, so I asked you guys in the community section on my channel if you guys wanted me to talk about comebacks or SM group updates, and you guys chose SM group updates. So that is what we're talking about today. Yeah, so exciting things going on, a lot of great music that's happening, and it's great stuff. And of course there's a lot more. Hey, Anthony. Yeah, there's a lot going on, and obviously there's hello. There's a lot of things going on in SM. Like all the groups are doing something, and even I myself am having a hard time catching up with just everything that's going on. So hello, I hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you, Krista. You too. I have a great and exciting news to tell you. Anthony, tell me, what is it? Did you get to see Blackpink? Tell me. Hello. Hi. Excellence. I love your name. Excellence. It's like EXO and excellence together. Hello. Hi, Maria. Yeah, so today there's going to be a lot of topics today, so I'm going to try my best to get through each of them somewhat quickly because it's a lot. Third, fourth quarter is about to get busy. Yes. So true. Yes, 100%. And isn't Red Velvet supposed to be having their comeback? I don't know if it's in September. I think Red Velvet is supposed to have their comeback in September, and I'm surprised that they haven't dropped a teaser for it or something, unless it's late September. Because you know how SM, they do their comebacks in batches, right? So this upcoming comeback, it's going to be Hyo from Girls' Generation, SHINee's Key, NCT, and then there's going to be like another batch of SM groups and artists having comebacks. So I think probably after they have their comebacks, then they'll start announcing Red Velvet. So exciting things going on. I'm so ready for the Cake Girlies comeback. We've been waiting for new Red Velvet. Yes, and did you see Seulgi? She renewed with SM. So hopefully things are going great for Red Velvet, especially with this, how SM has been changing up their managing styles and whatnot. So I'm hoping, I just want the rest of 2023 to be a great year for Red Velvet. I'm looking forward to their comeback, and I hope 2024 is going to be an amazing year for them as well. Lots of soloist comebacks, kind of packed. Yes, very much so. I love your reactions. Thank you so much. Yeah. So without further ado, I think we should get started. Taemin is having a comeback on October. King Taemin. Yes, the world is ready for it. But first, we're going to have Key's comeback, which I'm excited for that too. I really hope we get a full album for aespa this year. Yeah. I mean, they released Better Things, and I'm obsessed with that song. Obsessed. They said Seulgi already renewed in 2021, and SM just announced this randomly now as media play. Really? Why would they do that? If she renewed back in 2021, That's weird that SM would announce that now, like 2 years later. That's kind of weird. I thought like her contract was up, so she signed like recently. She just re-signed. But the fact that she renewed it back in 2021, and now that SM wants to announce it, okay. I wish I knew someone that worked in SM so I could be like, let me know what's going on. Give me the tea. Because to me, it feels like some artists are happy with SM, and then other artists, they're probably not so happy with SM, especially with all the changes going on. So I want answers, but time will tell. All right, so today we're going to be talking about... SM's response to Baekhyun's live stream. SM did release a statement in response to Baekhyun's live stream back in August 9th. I wanted to talk about it, but I haven't been able to, so now we will discuss that here. Also in their statement, they do talk about CBX, so very interesting. Also, Baekhyun was in Camp Mexico. I've been looking at clips, and it looks fantastic. Suho's musical, EXO Ladder Season 4, D&E's Fancon, Taemin, Taeyong, and WayV at KCON, aespa's new song, plus their tour. Let's SHINee Land, Key, Hyo and NCT's upcoming comeback. So that is what we are going to be talking about in this live stream. Okay, Anthony, my sisters went to Vegas for their friend's bachelorette on Friday, August 18th. But it was on Saturday, August 19th, and somehow on August 18th, my sister unexpectedly surprised my brother and I to see Blackpink. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. Oh my gosh, their show looked awesome. I'm so happy for you, Anthony. I hope you took all the pictures and videos in the world. Oh my gosh. And I hope you got merch too. Please tell me you got merch too. I'm so, so, so happy for you. That is the best birthday gift. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Blackpink in Vegas looked crazy fun. Yes. I'm starting my first college semester. Ooh, good luck. I'd say have fun, but I mean, I don't, it depends on the type of person you are. College could be really fun or college could be really not fun. So, I wish you all the best in this your first college semester. Be organized. That's my tip. It's been 2 months since Anyu's been out. Yep. And there's no update. And I know that they also released, something of like cartoon versions of the SHINee members, and they didn't include Anyu. I saw that on Twitter, and it's like, where's like a plushie. They designed plushies for each of the members, Key, Minho, and Taemin, but they didn't include Anyu, and people are wondering why. And I'm one of those people. So I don't know. I just want Anyu to recover, honestly. Even though it may take time, but I want him to like recover. It was my dream come true for me and my brother and our first K-pop concert ever, and another big unexpected big birthday surprise from my sisters. Shout out to them. They bought tickets in May. So they kept that secret from you since May. That is the best birthday gift. Anthony, you have the best sisters. Like, cheers. That is amazing. And the fact that was your first K-pop concert. Ooh. Wow, what a way. What a way to like start your K-pop concert journey. Like, that's amazing. That's really amazing. Wishing Anyu well. OMG, hope he gets all the rest and recovery. Yes. I'm sad Anyu and Wendy are not having their comeback. Yeah, I noticed SM also, well, we're going to talk about it in a little bit about Baekhyun's comeback and stuff. And yes, I took so many vids and pics, even all of the members' solos, and all of them ate and left no crumbs. Yes, I'm so happy to hear that. I saw some video clips and it looked amazing. Yeah, especially because this is like their encore tour, right? So I think all the members, they're giving it their all now. Like now they're like, go big or go home. It's a party on stage, and I'm loving that. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about Baekhyun. We're going to talk about Baekhyun, you all. And SM just, I don't know. I feel like with this thing about Baekhyun's live stream, I think SM could have just not responded, but SM always has to. Look at this picture of Baekhyun. I think this was after his performance in Camp Mexico. Doesn't he look so good? Okay, let me pull up this SM statement. Alrighty, so I'm going to read an article from Soompi. They posted this on August 9th. And it says, SM denies EXO's Baekhyun's claim that they were aware of his new company. I think just to save face, like I think just for the sake of publicity, I think SM should have just kept their mouth shut and been like, sure, yeah, we totally knew. Because now by them saying that they didn't know about this, it looks it looks kind of weird. Okay. SM's statement has denied EXO's Baekhyun's recent claim that they were aware he was launching his own agency. On August 8th, Baekhyun held a live broadcast. We talked about that. And after discussing his recently resolved dispute with SM Entertainment regarding his exclusive contract, Baekhyun shared that he was starting his own company with his friend Casper. Explaining that the company, which is currently being called One Signature, will eventually be launched, under a different name. Baekhyun claimed that SM Entertainment was also positively supporting his new venture. SM also agreed and showed a positive attitude to my starting my own company, said Baekhyun during the broadcast. It's not something I said on my own without consulting with others. And I believe Baekhyun in this statement. I totally believe Baekhyun because I don't think he would say something publicly if the company wasn't really aware of it, especially after the rocky relationship they've kind of had. So I definitely believe that Baekhyun did talk to at least someone in the company. And I think whoever he talked to, they probably, they do support him. However, on August 9th, SM Entertainment released an official statement claiming that they were not, in fact, aware of Baekhyun's new company and that they had found out about it through the news the previous day. My question is, who in SM? Who in SM? Who in SM did Baekhyun tell that he was going to open a company, and who in SM is claiming that they did not know? I'm getting two different. It seems like there's two different sides to SM right now. Okay, so they said our company had never heard anything about this before, and we learned about it through the news, stated the agency. Although we are flustered by the sudden news, we trust that Baekhyun will keep the promises he made during our mutual agreement. I don't know, that low-key, that last sentence right there, low-key sounds kind of like a threat. We trust that Baekhyun will keep the promises he made during our mutual agreement. What do they mean by that? Okay, I don't know. That seems a little threatening. Additionally, while Baekhyun said he was not working on a new album at present, SM Entertainment alleged that they had been preparing for Baekhyun to release a new solo album before the end of the year. Baekhyun said that he was not ready for a new album. He was not, he wanted to be more in the production side of it. He wanted to produce more, etc., etc. And he just wasn't ready for, to release his solo album. And I support him 100%. But the fact that SM said they've been preparing for his solo album, and also in SM's original what's it called? In their original like release schedule of the year and stuff, I think originally it did say that Baekhyun was going to have a comeback, but then recently, from what I checked in their schedule for the rest of the year and stuff of like, you know, the comebacks and whatnot, it doesn't say that Baekhyun is going to have a solo comeback. So I find that very interesting. Yeah. Okay. My man is so handsome. Yes. Look at Baekhyun. What a man. Ellie, did you see Baekhyun kissing the Mexican flag? Yes. I thought that was so sweet. He looks so gorgeous. Yes. Oh my gosh. Is my live stream glitching? Why does it look like I'm in slow motion? I hope everything is still working fine. Good morning from Singapore. Love, Nicolette. Good morning. SM Entertainment will forever be so messy and have the worst statements dealing with their artists. I think in this case, SM should not have said anything. I think they should have just not said anything. SM is trying to save face. Baekhyun's name wasn't even included in the updated schedule. Exactly. Then they turned around and said, no, he is having one after receiving backlash. Exactly. Yep. The thing is that SM is trying, from this whole situation, it looks like SM is really trying to, yeah, like you said, save their face. They do want to make themselves look good. So they released the statement saying, we didn't know Baekhyun was having a company. We didn't know. But from the outer world's perspective, at least from my perspective, it looks bad on them. Because the fact that CBX and SM, they had this whole legal thing going on, right? So automatically, we as fans are just like, SM, what are you doing? Because they really revealed a lot of things that's going on with SM, especially when it comes to contracts. And now after, CBX and SM released this joint statement that, things were kind of resolved, things are good now, et cetera, et cetera. So from the outside perspective, it's like, okay, cool. I guess SM did learn from their lessons. They're treating their artists respectfully. Everything is a-okay, right? And then now Baekhyun announced like he's gonna do his own company with Casper, but it's supposed to be focused on dance and all that stuff. But the fact that SM came out to say, and a lot of people, I believe, at least from my perspective, it looks like a lot of people are really supporting Baekhyun in this new venture, in this new project of his. And it's very exciting. And the fact that SM comes out to say, we had no idea. I'm sorry, but that looks bad on SM. SM should have just kept their mouth shut and been like, they should have just kept their mouth shut, whether they knew about it or not. And the fact that Baekhyun never said that he's leaving SM. He said that he was still in SM, right? And he just said that he wasn't ready for a solo comeback, right? And things like that. So he didn't, at least to me, it didn't look like he was talking bad about SM or anything. He was being very, respectful and whatnot. But the fact that, again, SM came out to say, we didn't know he was doing this. It looks bad on SM. I think SM should not have said anything. Yeah, so I don't know who in SM said that they didn't know. I don't know who Baekhyun spoke to. Maybe he spoke to the management team in their division, because now that SM artists are divided into different, I'm gonna call it divisions. I know that's not what SM calls it, but that's what JYP calls it, like division 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. So maybe Baekhyun told the team, his division team, about it, and they were like, yes, let's go for it. And maybe the other teams didn't know. I have no idea. Okay. So now in the statement, because of course SM has to keep adding fuel to the fire, they talk about CBX. They talk about Xiumin, Chen, and Baekhyun. So, okay. So the agency's full statement is as follows. Number 1, SM's contract with Chen, Baekhyun, and Xiumin ending. First of all, once again, SM shouldn't have said anything because, to my knowledge, I don't think anybody was really asking. Okay. Their existing contract with SM has not expired. In Baekhyun's case, his contract runs until January of next year. Interesting. We have also been preparing a solo album for Baekhyun with the goal of releasing within the year. Of course, they want to release Baekhyun's album before Baekhyun leaves SM. Why? Because Baekhyun generates a whole lot of money. Baekhyun is a moneymaker. Baekhyun is one of SM's moneymakers. So of course, SM wants to make sure he releases an album so they could get the moneymaker to produce money before he leaves. And then after, if hypothetically speaking, if Baekhyun decides to leave SM, because the album is recent, guess who's still going to get all the money? SM. It's kind of like, it's just OSM. Okay. Their new contract is also valid. Hold on a second. Is my stream good? It says my stream is not so great. Oh, dang. It tells me that you guys are experiencing buffering. Let me know if the stream is okay. I think it is buffering or it is kind of lagging. I do apologize for that. SM should learn that sometimes silence is the best. We're tired. I agree. Okay. Hopefully the stream is fine. Okay, the stream should be good now. I don't know why it keeps showing that I'm lagging. Oh no. Hopefully the audio is still okay, you all. Okay. So moving on to, all right, continuing SM's statement. Their new contract is also valid. As we previously reported, part of the contract was amended through mutual agreement. And that's what they said, right? So that's why we assumed everything is good between CBX and SM now. There's a mutual agreement. Okay. Why did SM come to an agreement with Chen, Baekhyun, and Schumann? Okay, I'm sorry, you all. I keep seeing that I'm lagging. I don't know why that is. I mean, my internet connection is still good, so. Okay. Moving on. Why did SM come to an agreement with Chen, Baekhyun, and Schumann? As we previously announced, we came to an agreement in order to preserve the group EXO and all of its members, and above all else, for the sake of the fans. As you are well aware, at the time, EXO was releasing a new album as a full group. If the dispute had continued, it would have been difficult to normally promote the group that all of the EXO members had worked hard on, and the future of EXO's group activities would have become unclear, so we came to an agreement for the sake of the members' activities as a full group. Number 3. Following the end of their exclusive contracts, will Chen, Baekhyun, and Schumann only be pursuing individual activities through their own corporation? As we previously stated, our new exclusive contract with the members is valid and EXO will continue their group activities. We cannot reveal the concrete details of their payments structure, but according to the agreement they made with our company, we made it possible for Chen, Baekhyun, and Schumann to also pursue individual activities. Was the company aware of Baekhyun's new corporation called One Signature? Our company had never heard anything about this before, and we learned about it through the news. Although we are flustered by the sudden news, we trust that Baekhyun will keep the promises made during our mutual agreement. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. What SM had to say. So I have a couple of predictions. I have a couple of theories. I am hoping that, hold on a second. Okay, I'm checking my stream and what the heck is going on with my stream? Hold on a second. I'm sorry, you all. Okay, I do believe it's lagging for some reason, and I don't know why. Okay. So, okay, hopefully it's fixed now, maybe. Okay, so I have a couple of predictions in terms of what's going to happen with CBX. So I mentioned this before, and this is my prediction, and I'm sticking with it even more so now after SM's statement. I believe they're going to do what Donghae, Eunhyuk, and KCON from Super Junior did. They, hypothetically speaking, allegedly, whatever, I'm just predicting, okay? I think Chen, Baekhyun, and Schumann are probably going to leave SM, right? And they will do their solo music and probably CBX activities through another company. But when it comes to EXO, promotions, EXO Music, EXO Comebacks, anything EXO related, they're still working with SM. All right. And so far, it seems to be working with Super Junior because Super Junior still have activities together, even though Donghae, Eunhyuk, and Kyuhyun aren't under SM when it comes to their solo work. But when it comes to anything Super Junior related, they are still working with the company. So I think, oh no, it's still lagging. Dang it. I'm sorry, you all. I really have no idea how to fix this. You're not lagging on our end. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. Okay, I hope that's the case. It's just all of my systems are telling me you're lagging, this and that, like red notifications, and it's kind of jarring. It's also very distracting. Okay, so with that being said, that's what I think is going to happen with CBX, especially now that, and honestly, with this statement, SM revealed themselves. By them saying that Baekhyun's contract is until January and that they planned on releasing a solo comeback for him before, SM literally just revealed themselves that they want to make sure that Baekhyun releases an album, squeeze out all that money because if they're not worried about Baekhyun leaving the company, they could have been like, yeah, we postponed his comeback, maybe sometime next year, it's fine. But the fact that they said his contract, in January, it's kind of going to be up. So we just want him to release an album like now. So yeah, so I have a feeling they're going to do what the 3 members of Super Junior did. That's what I'm predicting for them. And again, the fact that SM released this statement saying that, I do believe that Chan, Baekhyun, and Soo Man, they're going to be promoting their solo work and also CBX in another company. That's what I'm predicting. I may be wrong. I may be 100% wrong, and maybe they will probably, renew with SM. Everything is fine. Everything is fixed and perfect and whatever. Of course, I want them to stay in SM. I want them to be treated right. If Baekhyun says he's not ready for a comeback now, that's fine. I want him to take all the time in the world in order for him to, really prepare the album that he wants to release. I want them to do what they want to do. If they want to release a CBX album now, I want the company to back them up. If they don't want to do that, that's fine too. But the fact that it seems like SM is pressuring them and stuff, so I just want what's best for them, and I want to give SM the benefit of the doubt. I want to believe that they are getting better. But again, just by them releasing the statement, it does look like they tried to make themselves look good and make Baekhyun look like he's on his own. Baekhyun has his own plans and whatever. But from my perspective, it makes SM look bad. I think SM should have just kept their mouth shut, zip, 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 not said anything, And if the whole world sends protest trucks to SM, asking SM, did you know about Baekhyun? What he said in his live stream, which to my knowledge, I don't think anybody was pressuring SM to give a comment on this. So I don't even know. To my knowledge, it seems like nobody pressured SM. But SM themselves wanted to be like, we want to clear the room. We want to clear, whatever, the air. But to me, I don't know. I don't know who in SM's PR team was like, we need to release a statement to clear up the air. Now, if it comes to like maybe their shareholders that they're questioning, the future of CBX and Baekhyun, who again is a big moneymaker for the company, then I understand why SM would release a statement like that, but I don't know. Again, in the end of the day, I do hope that everything is smooth, whatever the members decide to do, but I still believe that they will probably leave SM, at least for their solo work, but they're still going to be working with SM when it comes to group activities. And yeah, so those are my thoughts on CBX and SM's recent statement on that. I'm at a K-pop store right now. Oh, what should I buy? Oh, what should you not buy? Hold on a second. Let me take this out. Right. Boop. Okay. You should buy a SHINee album, obviously. See if they have the oh, they probably have season greetings on discount. So if you haven't gotten a season greeting, those are probably at a discount. So I highly recommend those. I've never gotten one. I really want to. Oh my gosh, that's a great question. Do they have tolagi, the little plushie? Oh my gosh. I've been wanting to get one. So cute. They have some CBX albums. Ooh. All right, Anthony. Oh, Anthony, sorry. I missed your comments. Let me go here. More B-Day gifts. My sister's friend gave me a Blackpink light stick, and when my sister's husband showed the Blackpink Las Vegas tickets on August 10th to my brother and I, that's how we started and freaked out. Oh, and you got a light stick too. Look at you. I also vlogged during the Blackpink concert, lol, and like I said, I recorded so much vids during the concert, and it was 10 minutes, but sadly I didn't feel like posting on YouTube. Just want to film it for fun. That's fine. And yes, Elliot, of course I wore Blackpink's merchandise. I brought my Blackpink light stick there, my Blackpink shirt, and my Blackpink keychain, and of course I wore Blackpink socks there too. You had the whole fit. Anthony, who's your Blackpink bias? Is it Jennie? I think did you mention Jennie? Atlantis albums are $10 now. You need to get it. You need to get it. Like right now. Get it. Get it. Also, again, see if they have the season greetings, because most likely they're at a discount. Also, the SM Town album thing last year, but they had like an album for each group individually, so they might sell those at a discount too. Because I went to a K-pop store earlier this year and I saw them. Yeah, so take advantage of those sales, because online that costs a lot of money. I already bought them when it came out. Oh, okay. Huh. Okay, so if you already have Atlantis, and you probably already have their newer album, Hard. See about the season greetings. See if they have, unless you already have the season greetings. My Blackpink bias is Rosé and Jennie, but I have a photo card of Rosé on my phone case. Oh, okay. Nice. I want Rosé and Jennie to have a solo comeback. I wish they would take turns having comebacks. Like I know right now Jisoo had her comeback, so I want Jennie to have a comeback, then Lisa, then Rosé, then Jisoo, like, and then a group comeback. I wish they would have like a set schedule throughout the year. I bought SM mobile photo cards for Hard, and I got all the members. Ooh! Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. Man, I want to go to a K-pop store again. Like I said, I went to one earlier this year, and because it's so far away, I want to get more albums. But I'm probably gonna I'm probably gonna buy all the albums that I wanted this year in the end of this year. So it's gonna be like a huge haul type of thing. There are no more season greetings. They're all empty still. It's been 2 months since the season greeting shelves empty. Oh, okay. Dang. Then what else? Oof, I don't know what else they might sell. I mean, I'm assuming you already have their light stick. So, okay. Moving on. The next topic of discussion is, hold on, that was okay. Okay, this, which I find very, very interesting. We are still talking about EXO. So, Suho is currently in a musical called Mozart, and I believe tomorrow is the last, his last performance in Mozart. And the members, the EXO members, they went to visit him in his shows, and I thought that was very sweet. Now, something that I thought was really interesting, which I'm sure you guys probably saw this in the news, but Lee Soo Man sent Suho a food truck. I thought that was really interesting. So basically, the message says, with many blessings for your aspirations, Suho, Lee Soo Man. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Do you guys have any thoughts on this? I don't know, because I feel like with SM, I that's the thing. It's such a mystery to me. Like, I feel like some groups and some artists did not like Lee Soo Man, but it seems like other artists really did respect him and they admired him and stuff. So I'm just curious about it. So if you guys have any thoughts on this, let me know. Not that pick. Lee Soo Man is obsessed with Suho. I mean, I read somewhere that Lee Soo Man does have favorites, and his favorites are Baekhyun, Taemin, who else? It was a list. It was a list of his favorites. So I'm kind of curious because there has been a rumor going around that that he is planning on setting up his own company. Apparently, I don't know if it's true. I don't know anything about that. But I'm just curious what... And the fact that Lee Soo Man did this, which I'm pretty sure he knew that this was going to get press attention, and it got my attention, and that's why we're talking about it. So I wonder if... I don't know. I'm kind of... Because, like, what... Think about it. What CEO is no longer part of the company anymore, right? He kind of pretty much got kicked out of SM, and who is still supporting publicly the groups and artists in the old company. You know, like, I think about it from like YG or JYP. JYP is still part of JYP, obviously, but he's not like the CEO. He's sort of just like an artist in JYP, and he's kind of like an advisor or something. But I mean, can you imagine, like, I mean, now YG is back in YG, obviously, no shocker there. But it's like, I don't see YG sending food trucks to 21, to any of the 21 members for their solo stuff. Like, isn't that weird? Or YG sending a food truck to iKON. I don't know. It's interesting. It's very interesting to me. So I haven't seen something like this happen before. I traveled to Japan. I'm from Mexico. Ooh. And I went to Tower Records and K-Books and buy almost 20 albums, DVDs, tours of Super Junior, and D&E, KRY. They were so cheap. Oh my gosh, Maria. I'm so jealous of you. Oh man. That is my dream. That is my dream. Wow, you got almost 20 albums. I bet they were cheap. I mean, I've seen prices of the albums like in Korea, because it's like going to a music store or whatever. But here, in the other side of the world, getting a K-pop album is so expensive because it's not like, I don't know. It's very expensive. And like, at least in the States, we could only buy K-pop albums from either a K-pop store, which there's not a lot of. Like, you really have to either travel very far to go to one, like me. But it's not like you could just go to any store in your city to get a K-pop album. Like, the majority of the time we have to, get it online, and it's expensive. So I'm very, very, very happy for you, Maria. Second gen idols respect a lot to Lee Soo Man. Okay. Yeah, I could see that, especially like Boa and Kangta. I believe. All the K-pop albums were really affordable, and found some gems like 21 and some old Big Bang albums. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I saw some old Big Bang albums online, and they're expensive. Yeah. Lee Soo Man definitely has favorites. Baekhyun, Suho, Kai especially. Yeah. I think everybody in I think you could tell his favorites by everybody that's picked for oh my gosh, what I forgot what the group's name is. Oh my gosh. Wait. Okay, there's Girls on Top, and oh my gosh, how could I forget the name? Super M. Oh my gosh, I'm a fake fan. Super M. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, I think everyone that's part of Super M and Girls on Top is Lee Soo Man's favorite. I don't know if they're the company's favorite. I don't know if the company as a whole has favorites, but yeah, definitely. If he does open a new company, a lot of SM artists will go to him. Ooh, interesting, Rosalinda. If that does happen, it would be interesting. It would be I low key want to see that happen. Low key, I really want to see that happen. Interesting, very interesting. And I wonder how he would build up that company if he does open up a company, and if the former SM artists go to that company. So I bet YG is not telling everyone about Blackpink's secret renewal contracts and all. I don't know. I heard that they, I don't know if Blackpink will renew their contracts or not, but I have no idea. We gotta see. I don't know, because we know Blackpink is YG's main moneymaker right now, so we got to see what happens. Look what happened to SJ. Yeah, you got to remember Lee Soo Man is like father figure to many of them. Yeah, because a lot of them grew up in the company. I mean, Boa was, how old was she? Like 13 when she debuted. So literally that's most of her life in SM, and same for groups like TVXQ, Super Junior, and yeah, so I definitely understand that. YG didn't end in good terms with those groups you mentioned. Yeah. What group ended in good terms with YG? Like, I don't, I guess in a way Big Bang, because they each left YG individually. And I feel like they all left YG very quietly. Like Top, and then Daesung, and then Taeyang and G-Dragon. Yeah. It'll be like $15 to $20 albums plus $35 shipping. Exactly. That is, yes. Ordering albums is expensive, especially online. Yes. And even in K-pop stores, like when I went to the K-pop store, I think it was still a little bit cheaper from buying it online, but it was still expensive because I still think that they charge you for the for the shipping. Sulgi renewed, so I'm happy. Yep. I'm hoping that the fact that Sulgi did renew, I'm hoping that's a sign of good things to come for Red Velvet. So that's why YG wouldn't send coffee trucks to them. He also supported them anyway. Yeah. Okay. I don't dislike Lee Soo Man, but I still don't forgive him for changing the title song of the Renaissance album from Burn the Floor to House Party. I love House Party, but Burn the Floor was art. I agree with you, Maria, but I think House Party was the 2020 song. Like, that song really represented what everyone was going through in that year. So I think if it wasn't 2020, the year 2020, then I would say yes, Burn the Floor should definitely be the title track. But because specifically it was 2020, I think House Party was a good choice. But I do wish that they would have done more with Burn the Floor. Like, I wanted to have another music. I know that they had a performance video, but it would have been cool if they would have released like a whole music video with a storyline, because it's such a good song. YG is messy himself. Ooh, but artists don't seem to despise that man, rather have a friendly relationship with him. Interesting. I mean, I see a lot of former JYP artists be friends still with JYP himself. So I think that's the only CEO that I've seen still be friends with former artists. So I'm hoping he has such mutual fondness with these artists, especially first, third gen SM artist. Yeah. Lee Soo Man would send coffee truck to Siwon, Heechul, Tuk, D&E, etc. Oh, okay. Hi. Hello, Katie. What did I miss? We talked about Baekhyun. We talked about SM's response to Baekhyun's live stream. That SM had no idea that Baekhyun was going to be opening up a company, and SM said that they were planning on Baekhyun having a solo comeback. So they kind of their statement was interesting. Yeah. House Party could be a pre-release. Okay, and then Burn the Floor would have been better. Yeah. My brothers are huge fans of Blackpink. My aunt is a huge BTS and her bias is V. Oh, my bias is V too. When I tell her about Blackpink, she doesn't care about Blackpink at all, just BTS, and randomly called Jenny. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Right in front of my face. Oh my gosh, Anthony. I am so sorry you had to experience that. Oof. And doesn't believe V and Jenny are dating. That's an interesting thing. I don't think, because both companies, they neither confirmed nor denied it, especially because YG does that. But yeah, with Jisoo, YG did confirm it. So it's like, I wonder if they're just playing the press. They're playing with the press. Maybe. Anyway, I might be wrong. All right. So, Lee Soo Man sending a food truck to Suho for his musical. Very nice gesture. Very interesting. So, yeah. People need to leave Jenny alone. I agree. Let Jenny live her life. Like, she's living her life and people are just trying to tear her down, and I don't like that. Okay. They're probably just friends. Yeah, probably. Okie dokes. Okie dokes? Okie dokie? Okay. Okie dokie, yo. Is it true? Yes. Haven't heard that song in so long. All right, moving on, you all. EXO Ladder Season 4. Have you all been watching EXO Ladder Season 4? I recently just started. I watched the first 2 episodes. I did film my reaction to them. I'm planning on uploading my full reactions on Patreon. But I probably will put like highlight clips of it here on YouTube. I don't know how copyright works with that, especially with variety shows, but my reaction will be on Patreon. I still have to edit it, but I saw the first 2 episodes, and you all, Chen is the MVP. So far, the first 2 episodes, Chen is hilarious. Chen has so much energy, and I love that. And Chenyol. Chen and Chenyol are just, their energy is so funny, and Sehun is the savage maknae. I'm loving it. And yeah, so I'm very excited to see how the rest of the season develops. I've been trying to keep myself from spoilers because on Twitter, every time there's a new episode, people just post everything. So I've been trying to, I want to catch up on it, so I'm filming my reactions to them. So far, I've only seen the first 2 episodes, and I want to watch the next 2 episodes. I think episode 5 and 6 will be out this week. So hopefully by the time I have my reactions up, I will be caught up. So you guys could just, join and watch it with me or not. But yeah, so far it's hilarious. Kai went to see the musical. Yes, he did. He went to see Suho's musical with Chenyol. I saw that. By the way, do you plan to check out RIIZE's pre-debut stuff? Yes. I know that they released a music video today, and I've been wanting to watch it. So I will probably watch it after this live stream. And I might upload my reaction to it. I'm really excited for their debut. So yes, I will be watching their video that they released today. And it seems like their concept is definitely more Y2K, Boys Next Door type of vibe. So yeah. All right. Seeing a glimpse of Jongin made me smile. Yes. Like any update from him is great. The teaser clip of my bias Chen drinking on of Suho. Chen is great in this show. Ellie, where do you watch EXO Ladder for? I watch it on Viki. So that's like a place where they have a lot of shows and Korean dramas and stuff. So that's where I've been watching it. Hello, Cross Candy. Did you watch Everglow's comeback? Not yet. I saw a little bit of it for Slay. And I'm really excited about it. They are great. Yes. So far, again, for me, a member that really stands out is Chen. Especially in the first episode, they played the game of like who knows each other best. And Chen practically knew everybody. And I love that. And he was so confident too. He's like, yes, that's true. Nope, that's not true. I know everything. It's so funny. I love Everglow. I'm so happy that they finally had a comeback. And I hope that they have consistent comebacks from now on. And I hope that they don't go on like a hiatus or anything. All right. Okie dokes. So I need to stop saying okie dokes. No one says that. I don't even know where I got that phrase from. Okay, moving on from EXO Ladder season 4, which is great so far. Also thoughts on my cutie pie's Chen's official wedding on October. I am so happy for him. Me too. I'm really happy for Chen. And I hope that the substitute CBX performs in his wedding. And by substitute, I mean Chenyol. I want to see Chenyol, Xiumin, and Baekhyun sing CBX songs in front of Chen and his wife. I want to see that. I know like his wedding is probably going to be super private and there's probably not going to be any videos or anything, but it would be so funny if substitute CBX performs in his wedding. Like Chenyol will finally be like, yes, I'm part of CBX. Chenyol, Baekhyun, and Xiumin. I want to see that so much. I want to see that should be like their wedding gift to Chen. I want to see that so much. I'm so happy for Chen, and I know that he's performing. He had his Japanese comeback. I love his song. His album Polaris is great, and I believe he had a fan meet or something in Japan or in Korea. I'm not sure, but I'm so happy that I'm so happy that Chen never gave up, despite like the horrible people that tried to bring him down. He's like, that's not gonna stop me from living my life. And I love Chen for just moving forward for like ignoring the haters and living his life. And I want that for every single group and artist that, you know, that I love. And, you know, I want them to be able to just like, you know, block off all the haters and just live their life. Kyungso is so funny without trying. Yes, he really is. Like, oh my gosh, I love D. Like, the thing is, like, on the surface, on the outside, Dio just looks very, like, not shy, just very serious and quiet. But once he opens up, like, the man is hilarious. Did you see Taeyeon end of concert speech? She shaded and thanked company at the same time. I haven't. I know that she's been having her concerts and I have to catch up on that, but I didn't see that. I gotta check that out. Substitute CBX, I giggled. Yeah, you're so excellent coded for that comment. Yep. Yeah. Listen, that's what I want. I want to see substitute CBX. Yeah. And if Chen goes on like his honeymoon or something, then like Chenyol could do like CBX fan meet with Baekhyun and Xiumin in the meantime. Like, can you imagine Chenyol living his dream of being part of CBX just for a short while? Lei should go to the wedding. He should. What do you think about KCON? We're going to talk about KCON in a little bit because I got some thoughts. I mean, I didn't get to go to KCON. Sadly, I want to, maybe next year. But yeah, I do got some thoughts about it. Just from what I've seen online. Yeah, so Good times. Also, quick little side note. So recently I've been seeing online a lot of video clips of the Jonas Brothers wives attending their concert and their family, and just seeing the Jonas Brothers family enjoy seeing the Jonas Brothers perform in their concerts and stuff. And I saw that and I'm like, I want that for my faves. I want EXO, Super Junior, TVXQ, like all the groups, NCT, you know, in the future and whatnot, like for them to be able to bring their significant others to their concerts, to bring their family, right? To bring their loved ones so they could just enjoy the concerts with them without having backlash. Because I don't know what is going on or why people are so against idols being in relationships. I really don't know. I do believe that, again, times are slowly changing and people are, you know, opening up now to like idols getting married, et cetera, which is super normal. But I want that for them. I want them to be able to bring, you know, their family, their loved ones to their concerts to just enjoy the shows. Like, I want Chen to be able to, you know, have his wife and his children and just his family present in his concerts and tours. And I wish that for everyone, because it's such a heartfelt thing to see. Like, I see it with the Jonas Brothers. They bring their families to their shows and it's so heartwarming, you know, and I want that. And I don't understand why there's people that are so against, you know, again, idols dating and whatever. But yeah, I just want the members to live their lives. If they want to keep their personal lives private, I'm all for that. If they want to be able to show off their families, I'm all for that too. I'm all for whatever they want to do. Yeah. Wasn't there a hurricane? KCON still happened. Yes, I believe it's a tropical storm. Yeah, I think it was a tropical storm. But yeah, because I think KCON still happened because I don't think it was a strong enough storm to shut it down, because I know if it was a really strong storm, then they definitely would have shut things down, because they would have probably shut down the electricity and everything, and it would have been a hazard. But I think if the government allows them to still have KCON concerts, et cetera, like people are still, you know, told to go to work and stuff, then it's not dangerous. But I know if it would have been dangerous, like they know that there would have been power outages, really bad winds, et cetera, then they would have shut everything down. They would have told everyone to find shelter, hunker down, everything is shut down. But because it seems like, and it also depends on where the storm was going. So I think where KCON was located, I think they just got rain. But I don't know if the storm already hit or it's still on its way over there. I'm not sure yet. XG's 21 stage was fire at KCON. Ooh, I heard. I love that when their wife enjoying the concert. Yep, me too. I think we should, sorry about the females. I need to start females. Some of them getting old and running out of time. Oh, worry. Oh, yeah. This is what I wish, not only for idols, just anyone in general. If somebody wants to get married, I want them to have all the freedom in the world to get married. You know, I don't want them to deal with backlash from these random people that think that they own idols for some reason, you know, to get in the way for that. So I want male and female idols to have the freedom to date, get married, have kids, start your family, and they're still able to do music. Like, just because you get married and you have kids doesn't mean that you stop doing music. I mean, you see so many celebrities, right? Still active, still touring. Again, I'm going to mention the Jonas Brothers. They all have their own families, you know, and they bring their families along on tour. They bring their families along on all these things, and it's so heartwarming. And that is what I want for all of my favorite groups. I want them to be able to bring their spouses and their kids, and I want that for them, because it's such a unique experience to go through, you know, going on tour, like seeing, your family members just like performing, and like I that's what I want for them. So but yeah, and also I know that the industry is a lot stricter with female idols, and it breaks my heart. I want them to be able to, if they want to get married and have kids, let them. And I don't want the industry to stop them. I don't want the industry to say they're too old, they shouldn't, their career's over, because that's BS. Like, I want them to be able to do what they want and still have a career. It's possible. All right. Look at all the artists in the West that are married with kids and they're still killing it on stage, So there wasn't a hurricane during my Blackpink concert from Friday, August 18th. It was a little bit raining during the concert, but thank God where Blackpink performed in Vegas, Allegiant Stadium was inside. That's good. Yeah, well, that's if they even want to marry and have kids in the first place. Absolutely, they should. Yes, I agree. That's why I say, like, if they want, because I know there's some people that they do not want to get married. There's some people that they do not want to have kids, and that's perfectly fine. So, I just want them to have the freedom to do what they want to do. So, yeah. Taemin was like, KCON. Yes, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Hold on. It's a freaking money marketing tool to make these idols appear single to feed the fandom of these artists. The fandom then falls into the delusion of them wanting a relationship with these idols. I think that was definitely the case. I think that was definitely the case in earlier generations of K-pop from what I see. But I think now, well, then again, I take it back. I was going to say that I think times have changed, and I think a lot of fans are more open to, their faves. Like they're not being promoted, their idols, as like these single people that you could fall in love with and you'll end up marrying or whatever, blah, blah. Like, I know there was a lot of fan service in the earlier days of K-pop, but I think times have definitely been changing. But seeing how there's been I don't know if you guys saw what's been going on with 17's Joshua, how apparently there's people that are mad that apparently he could have a girlfriend. Like, there's people that are mad about that, which I think it's total baloney. Like, come on, open your eyes. They got it. Like, let the man live his life. So I thought that now this newer generation was more open to, again, I thought this newer generation was more open to idols dating, getting married, etc., etc. But just seeing that backlash with Joshua, it's like, are you kidding me? Like, let the man date, let the man live his life. So I do believe that marketing does have to do with it, but I also think it's the audience as well, because at least, well, then again, I don't know. Oh no, I got 10% battery. At least here in the States, you do have your tween teen heartthrobs. But once they get older, like, they never hide the fact if they're in a relationship or anything like that. I remember 5 Seconds of Summer, they always like told people if they have a girlfriend or whatever, so it was normal, like, I guess, or if the Jonas Brothers were dating someone, it was like, and then again, I understand idols wanting to keep their lives private. I 100% respect that, because the last thing you want is to have something so precious be so criticized heavily to the public. So I 100%, understand that. So I just think definitely marketing has to do with it, but I also think people's mentality of it has to do with it. I think definitely international fans are more like chill. If their idols get married, if they have kids, if they're single, if they're dating, like, I think international fans are more like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, we're still going to support you. That doesn't change how we feel about, your music and whatever. But I think other fans, like probably Korean fans, are more possessive of them. Again, it could be because of marketing, how, people are told or marketed that these idols are yours and whatever, blah, blah. But yeah, I do hope that times are changing, and I think people will adopt the mindset that at least international fans have, that it's like, it doesn't matter if they're married, single, dating, they have kids or no kids or whatever, like, let them do what they want to do. As long as it's not illegal. KCON turned into his concert. Oh, in terms of Taemin? Yeah. I saw that. Again, we're going to talk about Taemin. Ellie, what are your thoughts on what happened to Rain at KCON? Very interesting subject right there. Hold on, let me take this out. Okay. Okay, really quickly. Rain in KCON. Okay, so I believe Cypher, they disbanded, right? I want to fact check. Hold on. Cypher. Okay. Okay, yeah. So Cypher disbanded, which is shocking considering they only debuted for like 2 years. They debuted in 2021. And so from what I see online, Rain got a lot of backlash. A lot of people were being not so respectful. To me, I understand the backlash, right? Because he is the CEO of the company and this is a beloved group, Cypher, and they just disbanded. And it was like, why? So of course it's natural for people to just like throw tomatoes at, hypothetically speaking, throw tomatoes at the CEO. I personally think it was disrespectful. I understand that you are hurt with the disbandment of a beloved group, Cypher. I understand that. And I understand, obviously, the face of the company is Rain. I understand that. You want to take out your anger on Rain. I understand that. But at the same time, as a human being, you still have to have some sort of respect, right? It's like common courtesy. Like, you're not going to go up to someone and just randomly slap them because you don't like what they did, or you don't like, which you can't even confirm if it was even Rain's fault. Again, I don't know the whole situation. I might be completely wrong. I don't know. Personally, I think it was disrespectful. If Rain did have something to do with Cypher, if he was the one that decided that Cypher needed to disband, then obviously that's a really, that's a heavy issue right there. But I still think that lashing out your anger at him while he's performing is very disrespectful. And I think it also, and remember, when you go to these things, especially like KCON and whatnot, you are representing your fandom, right? So if I'm representing NCT, if I'm representing Super Junior, if I'm representing EXO, if I'm representing 17 or BTS or something like that, and I do something like that to another artist, it is very disrespectful. And I would not want someone to look at me and be like, oh, she's a fan of aespa and she's acting this way. Are all of aespa's fans? And I understand that. I guess the general consensus in KCON, from what I saw during Rain's stage, it looked like the general consensus was people were mad to see him. They were not happy to see him performing. But again, in the industry, he's like one of the pillars in K-pop, right? Especially like first gen. There's a lot of idols and groups looked up to Rain and stuff, and he's considered like a K-pop legend. So my overall thoughts, it was disrespectful. I don't think people should have been like that towards him, especially performing. I think they should let their anger be known in another way. Like, I don't know, maybe send a protest truck or something. And again, when it comes to disbandments, there could be a lot of things going on behind the scenes that we don't know what's going on. So maybe the members themselves, again, I don't know. I do not know. Okay. This is just hypothetically speaking, just right. Maybe the members themselves were like, maybe collectively, hey, we want to go to another company. So in this case, it's better to just disband the group and let the members be free to do what they want to do versus keep them in a company and have them in the dungeon for years until their contract is up. That would suck. So maybe it was a mutual decision for them to disband. Maybe. I don't know. Do not quote me on this. I have no idea. Maybe it was between the company and the members. They're like, this isn't working out. This isn't how we wanted it to be. We want to do something different, et cetera, et cetera. So maybe the company's like, okay, you're free to go. You're no longer tied to us. So I think that's better than them having to stay in a company that they don't want to stay in or do things that they don't want to do, like in terms of concept or music, et cetera, et cetera. Again, I might be wrong. Maybe the company just looked at Cypher and they're like, you're done. Bye. Leave. Get a job elsewhere. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. Maybe Rain had something to do with it. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Maybe, logistically speaking, the board and the company decided that they wanted to disband Cypher. And it has nothing to do with Rain. And maybe Rain couldn't do anything about it. Or maybe he did have a say in it. I do not know. I don't know the whole story behind what happened with Cypher. I have to read up on exactly what happened. Maybe, I don't know if the members are still part of the company, or maybe they just disbanded and they just left the company. Their contracts are done, so they're not tied to the company anymore, which I think it seems that way. And again, honestly, I think it's better for them to just leave if they don't want to be there. It's better for them to, leave the company, do their own thing elsewhere if that's what they want, rather than stay in a company that they don't want to do and they have to deal with, keeping this contract, which we have seen a lot of groups be stuck doing certain types of music concepts, being in a company that they don't want, but they're still there because of their contracts. Like, they can't just get up and just leave. They have to stay because of their contracts. So in this case, at least it didn't drag on. At least the members weren't forced, to stay in the company for 10 years or more. I'm looking at USM. So again, I don't know. I don't have a lot of knowledge in that situation, but I think they could express their anger about Cypher disbanding in another way. So that's my thoughts on it. I'm already married to Minho and KCON. Katie, I thought Minho was married to the music. I thought SHINee's married to the music. I don't think it would be right. I'm sure there's plenty of relationships we don't know about. Oh, for sure. Mind you, Joshua is 28. Like, the fans need to wake up. That is a grown man. I agree. Going back to the whole relationship thing, I 100% agree. If Joshua was 12 or 15, then yeah, that'd be like, oh my gosh, he's in a relationship. Well, even 15. Like, if he was 12. But the fact that he is 28, they need to stop treating them like kids. Yeah, I just want Joshua to do what he wants to do, and I wish the people that are against idols dating or getting married or having kids, I wish those people would just find a hobby, touch grass, look at stars. I don't know. It was stupid. It invested a lot of money, and people ate him. And I'm sure, yes, Rain does have his own company, and I'm sure KCON probably paid a lot of money for Rain to be there. Rain and Taemin. I'm sure Rain and Taemin were probably the biggest, the most expensive acts. I might be wrong. Again, don't quote me, but I do believe Rain and Taemin were probably the biggest acts of KCON. Yeah. They shouldn't do that, and it's disrespectful. I agree. Since we were talking about aespa's new song, Better Things, we should also talk about Twice Jihyo's new solo song, Can Be Good. It was so good. Yes. Jihyo ate, left no crumbs. There was a program in which he raised the topic of investing a huge amount of money, and unfortunately it did not pay off. Yeah, that was the trigger that pissed a lot of fans off and started mobilizing the fans. A Black Ocean in 2023, very unexpected. It would be Rain. Yes. I agree. And again, we all know about the Black Ocean, and the thing is, those things happened back. I would assume that those things happened back in the day. I would not assume a black ocean, yes, in 2023, and especially to rain. So I do think it's just, and again, there's probably a lot of things that happen behind the scenes that led to the disbandment that the public doesn't know about. For all we know, maybe the members themselves want to do something different. They want to do a different music style, different concepts. They want to do something different. So maybe they themselves wanted to separate from the company, you know? And so again, there's a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes that we don't know. So overall, that was what people did in KCON to Rain, in my opinion, was disrespectful. Whether he deserved it or not, still, it's disrespectful. It looks bad on the fandoms. That's my take on it. Again, they could have expressed their anger, or, you know, in another way. Again, maybe sending letters to the company, or I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I would have started screaming during move. Oh, we're gonna talk about all that in a bit. We're gonna talk about KCON literally in a few minutes. I do want to mention this really quickly. D&E, so Donghae and Eunhyuk from Super Junior, they are they had their fan con, which is a fan meet mixed with concert. And I've been looking at their their videos, and it looks super fun. I love when they sing about you and people are like, Ehyukjae. So fun. However, it was evident, I believe last night or the night before, it looked like Donghae was in a lot of pain. He said he was in a lot of pain in his back, so he wasn't able to move a lot. So Eunhyuk did most of the dancing and things like that. And so I believe he took a flight to Korea like as soon as he possibly could to go to the hospital to get himself checked. And I believe Eunhyuk is now in Korea as well. And the thing is that they still have another fan meet, I think this weekend or something. They still have a couple of shows left, but it looks like Donghae was in a lot of pain and he might need to go and like recover. Like, I don't know what treatments they have to do and whatnot, but it looked very painful what he was going through. And it's very sad considering D&E has a lot of dance heavy songs. And there's a lot of movement with their music. So I think it's very sad. and I want Donghae to really rest, recover. But I do know that they have another fan con very soon. So I don't know what's going to happen to that. I don't know if maybe he'll be good enough to do that fan con, or maybe they might have to postpone it. I don't know, but I am wishing Donghae all the best. I've been seeing the videos that they've been posting before he got injured, and their fan con looks so fun. Everyone who was there was delighted for sure. Yes. Yeah. Just about every SM artist has been having health issues. I agree, Katie. I agree. And I believe KCON from WayV also, he had to sit out from KCON. So now I wonder if he's gonna be able to. Oh, and Taeyong as well. Taeyong got into an accident. So I don't know. I don't think they'll be able to join NCT for this comeback. I don't know. I don't know if at least KCON will. My poor baby Donghae doing a drama in the fan meeting. I love my boys, but sometimes they overdo with their activities. Yes, 100% Maria. I agree. Yeah, he's filming his drama and doing the fan cons. So it's definitely a lot of work what he's doing. Like, I feel like during the week he's filming, and then on the weekends they have their fan con, which is pretty much a concert. And the fact that he injured himself, and that I think he's going to need some rest and probably recover. So I don't know if maybe they might have to postpone those things, either the fan con, filming the drama and whatnot. I hope not. I hope he's good enough to, you know, be able to continue his schedules, but I don't want him to be overworking. I don't want him to be overworked. And yeah, but seeing those videos of him, like not dancing, like barely moving because of how much pain he is, it really sucks. But I'm really happy that Eunhyuk is there, because Eunhyuk knows Eunhyuk and Donghae, they know each other so well that I'm happy that Eunhyuk is able to understand and notice when Donghae's in a lot of pain. So Eunhyuk is able to sort of pick up the energy, etc., etc. So yeah. I need an update on Anyu. I agree. SM hasn't updated about Anyu at all. Also, considering they're gonna have their concert soon, so in September. D&E choreos are hard. They love to show their dance skills, and the subunit SJ dances are more easy. Yes, that's true, Maria. D&E's music is definitely dance heavy. There's a lot of choreography. You're right, they are hard, very complex and stuff, and it's very energetic. Like, their shows are so energetic, also because their music is energetic. Their music is energetic, funny, fun, and sexy as well. So, yeah. So I want Donghae to recover. I hope everything's good with him. And same for all the artists that are currently injured and stuff. And I mean, it's sad that, you know, that injuries happen and it takes a long time to return and they don't say anything. Yeah. Eunhyuk slow the timing of his steps in the last fan meeting to match Hae. Yeah. Yeah, like you could tell like he was trying, you know. But at the same time, I don't want them to feel pressured, even though I understand choreography is a huge part of obviously K-pop in general, but it's a huge part of their music and stuff. But I don't want them to feel pressured to do so much choreography if it results in them getting injured in the long run. So I don't know. I also want them to like pace things out, you know. I mean, same thing goes for any group or artists. Like, you see Blackpink has this insane tour schedule, you know, and it's like, and we've seen the members, I think it was Jennie that got injured and stuff. And like, the thing is, like, when you have such a hectic schedule like that, and it's not like a normal concert. K-pop concerts are not like a typical average concert that someone comes out in a guitar and they just sing, you know, for like 3 hours and then they call it a day. No. K-pop concerts, it's like you got lasers, you got projections, you got choreography, you got backup dancers, you got to sing, you got to rap, you got to do everything, interact with the crowd, do the fan chants and everything. Like, it's so fast paced. And so it's like with especially with K-pop concerts, they need to really pace out tour dates, performances, especially if they're, you know, also promoting on music shows, etc., etc. And yeah, I was glad for SHINee's return, but I saw that it cost them. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Donghae doing D&E Fancon, Suju fan party, the drama at the same time, and D&E been fighting nonstop the past month. And also, I don't know what you mean by fighting in terms of like fighting. Yeah, they've been doing a lot. They've been doing a lot. The FanCon, Suju fan party, the drama. Yeah. So I want them, and I understand because it's like, here's the thing, because from a fan's perspective, we don't see what goes on behind the scenes. So we understand when a comeback happens, when a tour happens, a new drama, etc., etc. Right? But we don't know, like, for instance, for EXO, while they were preparing for Cream Soda, Kai was doing his promotions for Rover, right? While he was doing everything for Cream Soda before he enlists. And then Chen was also working on his Japanese album. And then Dio was also working on his album at the same time while working on Cream Soda. So there's a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes that we don't know. And it's like, that's why I understand if a group or artist, they want to take their time before their next comeback, I respect them 100%. Now, if a company tells them, no, you can't have another comeback for another year, even though the artists themselves are ready for a comeback, I don't like that. But in the case of Baekhyun, he himself is not ready for a solo comeback. I respect that because again, we don't know. He's probably exhausted from the cream soda comeback or something, or from like, the concert, that, camp or anything else, any, other activities that he's doing. So again, we don't really know what they're working on behind the scenes. And it's like, I respect if they want to have a tour, but they want to space it out. I respect if they want to space out their comebacks. I respect that. If that's what the artist wants, because the company could want them to have nonstop tours and comebacks, but the company's not the one singing and dancing on stage. That's the artist. So I think they really should hear. And again, I think in this case, I don't think it's the company's fault or anyone's fault for Donghae's injury. I think it's probably like an accumulation of all these things because he has been working so hard. And again, D&E's choreographies are not easy. So I think it's definitely just an accumulation of a lot of things. Yeah. And the fan cons without dancers. Yeah. So they have to fill up the stage themselves. Also doing some SG activities like lotto commercials and press. Yep. I saw that. Yep. I remember back in December 2019, Red Velvet Wendy fell down, fractured her face and wrist, and it was painful. Had to take a hiatus of Red Velvet activities for 2 years. Yeah, I saw that. And it was during Psycho. One of my favorite comebacks from Red Velvet is Psycho. To me, that comeback was, that comeback is still one of my favorites. So good. But yeah. Seeing them fall asleep in the car, oh mother. They also fight, but Suju fights are always funny and iconic. Best K-pop fights. Yes, that's true, Maria. When Suju members, when they fight, when Suju members fight, we won't hear about it at the moment, but like give it 2 years, they're gonna go on a variety show and then they're gonna tell us. High five, Hajima. I love it. It's I don't like it when people fight. I don't like it when anybody fights. But Suju, in the case of Suju, their stories are very funny. Also, I remember from the Blackpink concert in Vegas, 3 people somehow brought Twice light sticks to the concert. Like, why? Maybe because they couldn't afford a new light stick, and maybe the only light stick that they had was Twice. So I guess for them, it was just better to bring any light stick to show support rather than go empty-handed. I mean, I understand. I mean, but I don't know. Maybe that's why. Maybe they just couldn't afford a new one. Yes. So, all right. So, did my camera just glitched? What? Okay. My camera has a mind of its own. Okay, you all. So, moving on. I know that there's more Suju updates. I think I might have to do a whole other live stream on that. I'm confident. Yes. I love that. I love that, like, again, Suju, they will tell people about their fights, honestly, years after the fact. But in the end of the day, we will know. Because I know that there's a lot of groups that they sort of keep the fight, like their group fights and their group disagreements very private. But Suju's like, we just fought. I don't know. Like, C1 wanted to high five me and I was sick and tired of it. So I also, Suju's been in the industry for like over 17 years. So they're just like, yeah, we don't care. Everyone knows everything about us. And D&E actually working on a new comeback. I heard about that. Oh, hi, it's Aya. Hi, hello, welcome. Yes, I also heard that D&E is working on a new comeback. So that adds even more pressure. And the thing is that when someone is injured, especially as a performer, if you're injured, you have a tour, you have a show, you have a comeback, you have something going on. The last thing you want is to be sat out, right? You don't want to be on the benches when your team is playing in the court. I'm using a sports analogy here. But like, I think out of everyone, it hurts the person that has to take a seat back to recover more than anyone else. Like, I can't imagine how frustrated Anu must have felt, to have to take a seat to, stay back and recover while Minho, Taemin, and Key are promoting hard. And same for Taeyong. I can't imagine how frustrated he must feel now when NCT is having their comeback. But health has to be a priority no matter what. And that's why I'm all for them taking their time to recover. Like, if it took 1D 2 years to recover, I'm all for that. Because again, music has no expiration date. Even though in the world of K-pop, if you don't have a comeback a year, you become like, I don't know, like non-existent, versus an artist like Taylor Swift or the Jonas Brothers. They could go 2 years without releasing an album and they're still relevant. And I wish in the K-pop industry, they would have that mindset, especially for older groups, I want people to have that mindset for groups that have an established fandom. They have an established sound. They are established. Now, when it comes to rookies, you really can't risk that. That's where I will say that would be very tricky. If a rookie group has a hiatus, it's going to be even harder to come back into the industry. But if an older group takes a year or two, without having an album, that's fine, especially if they have an established fans. But I do think if a group wants to build their fandom and like build their audience and reach, then having consistent comebacks does help. So I think it depends on what a group wants to achieve. But when it comes to health, bottom line, when it comes to health, whether it's mental or physical, artists need to prioritize their health, even if it means that they take a break. Regardless if they're a rookie or if they're a senior group, they should prioritize that. Yes. So that's different from wanting to take a hiatus because the company just doesn't want to have a group comeback or whatever. Even though the members are healthy, that's another thing. So hopefully I'm clear on that. My dad wanted me to bring my EXO Lightstick to the Blackpink concert in Vegas, and I was like, no, Dad, I'm only bringing my Blackpink Yes. Yeah. Ideally, if you're going to a concert, you use that group's light stick. Yes. I'm so late on this. Oh, it's okay, Isaiah. I'm just happy that you're here. You could always catch the replay later. Yesung also working on a new album, and I think Rogue as well. Really? And I know Yesung has been having his concerts too. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's right. They're supposed to have, yes. They're supposed to have comebacks. I wish Heechul would tour with Suju. Yeah, me too. But I understand Heechul can't dance, and I understand, well, not that he can't dance, but it's, because of like his health and stuff. So I understand he probably doesn't want to do that. Even though like I understand Suju's concerts are very energetic, but again, I don't want them to feel pressure to have to dance, that they have to be jumping around all the time, so yeah, ideally, yes, I would love Heechul to tour with them, even if he's just sitting in the middle of the stage singing and all the members are just like in a circle around him. I would be fine with that. Yes, Rogue, come back. I think the last fight was between Kyuhyun and Yesung in the last KRY comeback. You can see a video where Wookie is in the middle watching nervously between them. He commented about this in D&E show. Oh, interesting. It's normal. Look, if you're with someone at this point, groups like EXO, SHINee, and Super Junior, like, they've all grown up together, so it's normal for them to have fights, because they're pretty much a family. But I love that they know how to resolve it. So the 15th anniversary was hard for SHINee, but I think it will get better. Yes. Tuck and Shindong were trying to ask for more information, but he didn't tell why the fight happened. We have to wait a couple of years for someone to tell the story in a variety show. Yes, Maria, give it a few years and they'll share it. They'll probably share it in a variety show. Hyo was there for the LDF fan meeting. Oh! When my sister gave me my Blackpink shirt the day before the Vegas concert, my dad was like, you should get Blackpink's underwear. And I'm like, Dad, no, they don't sell these. Oh my gosh. I wonder how chaotic Suju's group chats are. I believe it's very chaotic. Didn't they say, they mentioned this in one of their SJ Returns or Super TV episodes. I think it's Hyo and Lee Soo answer the most in the chats. I think. Yeah. SJ can do a tour sitting, only singing and talking, and that will be interesting. Yes. Yes. I 100% agree with that. My dad keeps showing me photos of Jennie wearing Calvin Klein. She's an ambassador. Oh my gosh, Anthony. She's just the ambassador. Yeah, it's not like they sell the Calvin Klein with like Jennie's signature or something. Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, you all. Moving on. We're going to go back to the topic of KCON. Whoa! Okay, so I haven't gone to KCON. I've never gone to KCON, sadly. I've always wanted to go to KCON. I haven't been able to. Maybe, hopefully, next year I can go to KCON. Maybe. So yeah. And it was just Suju being loud. Yes. I agree with you. I just watched LDF behind and it was just Suju being loud. Yep. That's Suju for you. And I know Rogue recently posted a vlog and I've been watching bits of his vlogs. I'm still trying to catch up. There's a lot of vlogs. Okay, so KCON, you all. So I don't know. To me, it feels like KCON is the closest that we get to an SM town in the States. I don't know. I mean, it feels like this is the closest we've gotten to a SM town in the US because we had Taemin, WayV, and Taeyong. I know it's not much, but at least it's something. And I'm pretty sure, honestly, I believe WayV is in Camp Mexico. I think so. And Baekhyun's in Camp Mexico. So I think, honestly, they maybe they could have probably scheduled Baekhyun to be at KCON. I think that would have been really cool if oh my you would, I mean, it would have practically been a Super M. It would have been a Super M reunion besides Kai and Lucas. But like, if you think about it, if they would have brought Baekhyun to KCON, oh man. I mean, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But hold on, let me get okay, so in KCON, WayV. So this was, what day was it? I think it was Saturday. I think it was Saturday that Taeyong, Taemin, and WayV, they performed in KCON. And to me, like I said, I think the probably the most expensive artist was definitely Rain and Taemin. I know for sure Taemin, he brought the house down. So, okay. So basically in KCON, WayV opened up the concert segment that they have in KCON with the KCON song. So I think every year KCON has a group do their theme song. I believe last year it was ATEEZ, and this year it was WayV. So I'm really happy that they did invite WayV. Because I feel like SM sort of has, I feel like WayV is the NCT unit that SM sort of puts in the back burner, that SM sort of just, I think SM really prioritizes NCT 127, NCT Dream, and then WayV. So I am happy that WayV was able to go to KCON. And I mean, WayV hasn't had a tour, at least not like in the US, and at least not in North America. Obviously NCT 127 has. I think NCT Dream has as well. And yeah, it definitely feels like WayV is sort of the, not really a priority for SM, but I hope times are changing. So after WayV, NMIXX and Gravity performed, and then Taeyong, he had a segment, and then he introduced WayV. So I thought that was very sweet how Taeyong was the one to introduce WayV. It was nice to see Taeyong WayV interactions. So WayV performed Love Talk, Game, and Phantom. And their performance was so good. Kun wasn't able to participate because I believe he was injured, so he wasn't able to be part of this. Again, I just want whoever is injured to take their time recovering and resting, especially since NCT is going to have this massive comeback next week, literally 1 week from today. Next Monday, they're having their album is dropping, and it's like it's gonna be huge. So yeah. And then after WayV performed, then it was IVE, and then Taeyong and 10, they performed Baby Don't Stop. Now this was a pleasant surprise, because it's not often that they are able to perform this song, because obviously Taeyong is mostly with NCT 127, 10 is with WayV, or 10 has his solo stuff, Taeyong has his solo stuff, so it's not like they have a lot of opportunities to perform this song unless it's like in an SM town, because if NCT 127 goes on tour, obviously Taeyong is not going to perform Baby Don't Stop, and vice versa with 10 and WayV if they have their own concert and whatnot. But it was very nice to see them perform Baby Don't Stop. It's a super sexy song, and I'm happy that the crowd loved it. Very fun. And also it's funny, like their hairs, it's like, 10's hair is very blonde, and then Taeyong's hair is, cotton candy. It's very Barbiecore. It's like pink and blue, and I love it. Oh, that's right. It's so funny that they used Superman for a dance performance. I think every year they have to have a Suju related performance, but they usually have other idols covering. Sorry. Yeah, I saw that there was a group that did a cover to that. I didn't see the video. I haven't seen it yet, but I love that. Yes, Superman is also one of my favorite songs. It's so epic. Everyone was cheering for Taemin. Every single person there, regardless of their fandom, was a fan of Taemin. WayV was more aimed at the Chinese market. Yes. Pink and blue. Yes. Taeyong's hair. Hold on a second. Let me get it. Bam. There we go. I love it. It's so Barbiecore. It's so different. I don't think Taeyong has ever had pink and blue hair before, at least not like that. So after Baby Don't Stop, NMIXX did a cover of Twice. I didn't know that. That's very nice. And then Monsta X, Shonu, and Hyungwon, they also performed my Monsta X biases. Also, Kihyun is also one of my Monsta X biases, but he is currently in the military. And then, so then afterwards, Taeyong. So Taeyong performed Shalala, one of my favorite songs. That song is so good. I loved the energy that he had on stage when he performed Shalala, and the dancers as well. Oh, I love it so much. I love the swagger, the style that he has, especially when he performs it. It's so good. Taeyong is not even my NCT bias, but he looked so hot. Yes, Taeyong is my NCT bias. Out of all of NCT, like all the groups and units combined, Taeyong is my bias, and then Jeno is my bias wrecker. Again, in NCT as a whole. So yeah, so it was very fun seeing that performance of him. They were so happy to perform. Yes, like you could tell they just love being on stage, and I love that for them. And he also performed Wando too, which is a very nice song. And also the choreography and the dancers. Like I love the energy that he and the dancers had. And I'm just so happy for Taeyong. Like, and I think he mentioned that he didn't, I don't know. I think he mentioned that he felt a little lonely or something because he wasn't with his members. Like he's not performing with 127, even though he did perform with 10. But yeah, so it must have been really not weird. It must have been, I don't know if it must have been a little bit difficult for Taeyong to perform by himself, or at least to travel all the way to LA without like his team, like without, you know, the other 127 members, because, you know, normally they go on tour, et cetera, et cetera. But still, I'm really happy for Taeyong. He did a great job. And I thought he really owned the stage. Same for WayV. They did an amazing job. My Haechan. Yes, and RIIZE did show up yesterday or today. Yes. Okay. I will talk about them in a quick second. All right, so overall, Taeyong's performance, very good. So proud of him. Of course, it would have been cool if 127 would have been there too. But if you would have WayV and NCT 127 at KCON, then KCON would just be an SM town. I mean, it practically was at this point, but you know, it pretty much would have been in a SM town. So of course, the showstopper of the night was none other than Taemin. Taemin brought the house down. It was a showstopper. Like, I loved when he performed, you see all the light sticks in the arena go up. Like, you see, regardless of the fandoms, you see Monsta X light sticks, you see, of course, a lot of NCT light sticks, the SHINee light sticks. You see so many light sticks. And and I loved seeing that. Because I think everyone can collectively agree that Taemin is a legend. Like, he is an idol's idol. You know, and I know that a lot of the groups that were there, that they were performing, they were also watching Taemin perform. And I think a member from an idol, I believe his name is Alan. Like, I don't know if you guys saw how he was like fanboying on stage next to Taemin. Like, in the end of the night, like all the artists come to the stage and then they're sort of like saying bye to the crowd and stuff. And then he kind of went up to Taemin and he was like, "Hey, I'm a fan." It's like, that's the ultimate like fan experience. The fact that like you yourself is an idol and you also perform in the same stage as your idol and you're able to meet him on stage, no less. I mean, that must be such a fun experience. And also, I saw a lot of videos of people taking of like Taeyong and Taemin in KCON and just how nice they were, because it's so surreal. I mean, especially like here in the States, it's not like they have a concert here every month or every year. You know, it's like we don't know when's the next time we're going to see Taemin in the States. Like, we don't know. So it's like seeing Taemin in the States, it's like, whoa, it's a big deal. I mean, and same for like WayV and also Taeyong, even though I'm pretty sure 127 will probably have a tour maybe next year or something. I don't know. But it's so wild to, to see them here. And so there was definitely a lot of excitement, a lot of, I guess a lot of people showed respect for Taemin, and I love that. So of course, Taemin performed Advice, Criminal, and Move. And I bet you anything, so many groups that were at KCON, they have done a dance cover to Move. So just seeing Taemin was the last performance of the night, and then all the groups came together. But the thing is, when Taemin is on stage, he brings his A game every single time. And the thing is that, like, his duality, when he's off stage, he's like so sweet, so calm. But then when he's on stage, boom, he knows how to work. He's like, all right, it's business now. And I love how he really takes his art, because what he does is art, very seriously. And I'm so happy he performed at RIIZE. I have the album back. Oh, you can't even see it because the picture's covering it. I have his album there. It's so good. I'm looking forward to his next comeback. And also, like, this just shows, because I know a lot of people were also saying, and same thing with Baekhyun in camp in Mexico, because I believe Baekhyun questioned if Mexican Elf, if they like forgot about EXO or something, and everyone was like, no, like, we haven't forgotten about you. On the contrary, they probably have gained more fans. And the thing is, like, and I read, someone posted this on Twitter, that these groups, like probably WayV, Taemin, SHINee, EXO, and I'm sure Super Junior, they probably have no idea just how popular they are if they were to come overseas, if they were to come to the States at least, right? Like, if SHINee were to have a tour, or WayV in the States, it would be huge. Same for EXO. The thing is, SM doesn't really promote them here as much as they do for, let's say, NCT or aespa, right? Like, I know that right now they're really promoting aespa, and I love that for them. And I'm sure that they're going to do the same thing with RIIZE. But I wish that SM would, push these groups more in the States. And the thing is, it's not, again, music has no expiration date. So it's like, I don't understand why they can't push these groups and artists in the States. Like, why can't you promote Super Junior? Why can't you promote EXO or SHINee or WayV in the States? Come on. But yeah. Taemin looks hot on stage, but off stage he's just adorable. Exactly. I love his duality. He deserves everything, really. He really does. Backstreet Boys have 30 years in the business and still do their thing well. Yes. Exactly. That's my point. Like, I don't know why. I just wish they would promote all these groups so much more, but he was so happy. Yep. Yeah, so overall, KCON felt like a mini SM town. I think that's the closest we'll get to an SM town here in the States. And also aespa. So now we're going to move on to our next topic, which is, oh, and also really quickly, RIIZE. So RIIZE did go to KCON. Were they announced that they were going? Come back either strong or surprising. That's a good way to look at it. Hold on a second. Yeah, they performed at KCON. Oh yeah, yes. Yes, they did. RIIZE did perform at KCON. Because in the end or something, well, I don't know if, did they? Yeah, they performed Siren for the first time at KCON LA. Yeah, so definitely, I do think that SM is really gonna push them a lot in the States. They're gonna promote them a lot. And also, I saw that, I think it was it Shotaro? That he did the NCT sign in the middle of the RIIZE members. I was like, oh no, my poor boy. Oh no. Like, I don't blame him. Like, he's probably so used to doing the NCT sign at the end of, like, a performance or something. And it's just so natural for him. Oh my gosh. I love him. Yeah, it was Shotaro. Oh my gosh. I have the picture here. I should have put it on the computer, but oh my gosh, this poor man. He was doing the NCT sign while everyone else was just doing peace signs. My heart. Oh. But yeah, so everybody loves that Wonbin guy. I am not super familiar with the members just yet. Obviously, I know Sungchan and Shotaro, obviously. But honestly, look, I said this in my last live stream about RIIZE. I'm curious about their concept. I'm curious about how SM is going to differentiate them from every other group out there, obviously. And also within the groups of SM. But I am very excited for them nonetheless. Like, regardless of their concept, there is no doubt they are going to be a top 5th gen group. Just by vocals, stage presence, you know, their charisma from what I've seen in their Siren video. There's no doubt they are going to be a force. So I am looking forward to their debut. I do think that SM is going to be less experimental with this group. I don't think they're going to be experimental with them at all. I think they're just going to do I haven't heard the song that they released today. I have to check it out. But I do think that RIIZE is going to have a more normal concept, less flashy. It's probably going to have like a Boys Next Door type of vibe. Not the group Boys Next Door from Zico's company. I haven't checked them out yet. I want to, and I will. But what I mean to say is they have a more relaxed, chill, just your average guy type of concept. I know someone said Y2K, and I do kind of see that they could be having the Y2K concept, but I think Y2K has 2 versions, the more subtle Y2K and the more flashy Y2K with like the bright colors and all that stuff. But I think they're doing the more subtle. So I think definitely SM is, when it comes to RIIZE, they're going to give them a relatively normal concept, less flashy, less experimental. And I think they're going to really focus on their stage presence. So I look forward to it. I still have to check out their music video and song that they released today. And apparently they're supposed to be emotional pop. So we'll see about that. Moving on, everybody. It is time for the one and only aespa. All right. Hip hop rock. Oh, that's what they're going to be? Hip hop rock? Oh, now that's interesting. Okay. aespa. aespa is currently on tour. So it's interesting that, again, I think if it would have been scheduled better, they could have been in KCON too. They could have been in KCON. But again, if they would have been in KCON, it would have been in SM Town. It would have been an SM convention, basically. But I'm happy that aespa, is doing their own tour. I'm happy that they, the States, like SM is definitely promoting them. I love their song Better Things. You all, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with it. Like, it's so good. Every single part of the song, especially the, I'm sorry that I hurt you. No, I'm not sorry. aespa, big girls make money. So good. I hope I got the lyrics right. But that song, Better Things, honestly, look, here's the thing. I may have my issues with SM. Okay, look, I have no issues with SM. I don't know SM. They don't know me. It's a one-way relationship, okay? I give SM my money. Because I buy albums and I watch and I listen to the music and et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, the point is, I am loving SM's releases this year. Again, I am not a company stan. You all know that. I don't stan the company. I have my questions about them, and I just want them to treat, I'm trying to cross my legs here. And I'm trying to treat, and I just want them to treat, oh, my hair. I just want them to treat their groups and artists right. Now, one thing, there's no denying. There is no denying. SM, their groups have been releasing amazing music. Absolutely amazing. All right. Yes, there are a couple of comebacks and songs here and there that they're not my cup of tea, but usually those songs do grow on me, except for NCT Sticker. That song will never grow on me. But that's beside the point. The point is, I'm literally listening. I jam out to TVXQ's Vujade, and I'm listening to aespa's Better Things. Like, I am listening to everything in between. Like, it is so good. The music that they've been releasing. And also, aespa's Spicy has grown on me. So if you guys have seen my previous aespa videos, I said Spicy's not my cup of tea. No, I love the song now. It's like a sister song to Next Level. I love it. aespa's music is so good. And yes, so definitely like SM, when it comes to their creative department, their music department, their artists, they're so good. So good. And aespa's vocals. Like it's like an SM thing. I mean, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, SM is the company for visuals." Like they only care about the visuals. They care about the vocals. Like vocals. aespa vocal queens. Vocals so good. So I absolutely love Better Things. I love the concept of the music video, the style. It's just so fun. It is so fun. It puts me in a good mood. Absolutely love it. 10 out of 10. I can't get enough of it. And also, yeah, so in terms of their tour, so they did have a show in LA. So 1.2 million sales for LA. They killing it. Yes. Sold out Tokyo Dome 2 days in a row. 45K capacity. Yes. I also love their music. My daughter loved SM Chinese publishing houses. Ooh. Still praying aespa gets full album this year. Yes. SM is vocals and visuals. Yes, that's true. Yeah, so they've been really like, I'm so proud of them. Like this tour so far looks so good. They had a show in LA and they had a show in Dallas. And from what I've been reading online and from what I've been looking at the videos that people have been posting, it looks so good. The reviews have been amazing. People are saying that it's a great show, energetic, super fun, very lively, great vocals, great stage presence. So I am so proud of them. I'm really proud of them. And I hope that SM really manages them well from now on, which it does seem like they are. I do believe that they're going to have consistent comebacks now, and the fact that they're on tour and SM is really promoting them. You know, I'm so happy for them, and I look forward to just their future and their continual growth as artists and musicians and stuff. And yeah, so I just want SM to be consistent with them, and same for RIIZE. So when RIIZE debuts, I don't want SM to ignore aespa or ignore NCT or ignore EXO, etc., etc. Like I think, but I do think that with this new managing system, I'm hoping that, you know, RIIZE will have consistent comebacks. They'll have great comebacks, etc., etc. Same for aespa, NCT, EXO, SHINee, etc., etc., etc. Red Velvet. I'm hoping for good things for Red Velvet. So I'm hoping that once they have their comeback this year, it'll be the start of just them being consistent. So yeah, you know, same for like their solo work and, you know, subunit comebacks and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. That's why I'm cautiously optimistic about SM. Like I'm hoping good things. They have a different sound. Yeah, that's true. Better Things was so good, and to me, Giselle really owned this era. She was fantastic. So good. I'm honestly, I'm loving this song for them. It is so catchy. It's perfect for, you know, the summer. It puts me in a good mood. SM is debuting new 8-member group in September. I don't know if they'll be. Yeah, I don't think they're debuting a new girl group in September. 2024 seems more realistic because I think their schedule is pretty packed right now, and they have to focus on RIIZE and NCT Tokyo, the new NCT, the last NCT subunit. So basically, they're debuting 2 groups before the end of this year. So I don't think they're going to be debuting another group until next year. I think for the sake of the company. Yeah, delayed. Yeah, I think they mentioned it in their last presentation thing to like their shareholders and stuff. So yeah. But you know what? We gotta see what's gonna happen. Look, here's the thing. I don't mind if a company debuts a new group. I don't mind it. all I care is if the company continues to treat their older groups right, because there's a lot of companies that they debut a new group and then they leave other groups, older groups, to collect dust, right? To like be in the back burner, be in the dungeon, etc., etc. Like I definitely want SM to obviously focus on their new groups, but also keep, the other groups active, right? Like keep them in your priorities, treat all the groups equally, right? They switched stuff around for third and fourth quarter. Yes. Have you watched NCT Start? Not yet. I want to. I don't know when I'm going to start it. I'm probably going to start it when it finishes. But I do want to start it soon. Have you noticed that there are a lot of them on TikTok now? What do you mean a lot of them? A lot of who? Who's on TikTok? Who's a lot? Who's they? Alrighty. We are going to be talking about now. Oh, really briefly, I wanted to talk. Okay, wait. SM. There are a lot of them on TikTok now. SM. What do you mean SM is? You mean SM is very active on TikTok? Like their groups? Yes. Okay, really quickly, I do want to talk about this because I thought this is very interesting. Never seen this thing done before. Hold on a second. I think the new system to split groups into different production companies helps. Yes, I think it does. I think that's how they're able to manage a lot of their groups and artists to be in different things. Like aespa's having their tour in the States, while Taemin, Taeyong, and WayV are in KCON, and now WayV and Baekhyun are in Mexico. And yeah. Okay. All right. Really quickly, like I said, I want to talk about this. The amusement park thing. Hold on. I had an article for it. Dang it. And I lost it. Hold on. Whoopsies. So I thought this was very interesting. So I remember, SM did mention something about an amusement park, but I low-key thought that was kind of like a far out idea. I didn't think that was like really a thing. My husband, who, Minho? I know. I love him so much. So yeah, so when SM announced their amusement park thing, that it was going to be like based off of their groups and whatnot, I thought they were like, honestly, I didn't see how it could be realistic, but now seeing the whole, I think it's called Let's SHINee Land. Oh my gosh, what's it called? Oh my goodness, how could I forget? Hold on. Yeah, Let's SHINee Land. Which honestly, I'm surprised that they didn't just call it SHINee World. If SHINee were to have a theme park, they should just call it SHINee World and call it a day. Anyway, but I've found out about this whole like SHINee Land thing because of Minho, because I follow him on Instagram, and there's been so many videos of Minho like walking around the park and wearing like the merchandise and like riding the RIIZE and like interacting with fans and stuff, and I thought that was so interesting. So then I kind of like did my research. So basically, Ever SM Town is a theme park space and content production project by SM Entertainment and Everland. The project was formed through a memorandum of understanding signed between SM and Everland. So apparently they have different sections, right, for different groups. So I know that they have NCT Dream. They have obviously SHINee, and they had like merch, and they had like rides and things like that. It's literally like an SM theme park. It's so interesting because I don't think I've seen another group do something like this, like anywhere in the world. Like and also the merch looks so cute. And yeah, so it's just very interesting how this whole partnership thing came about. And I love that Minho visited it and he was there just like enjoying the park like everyone else. Yeah. Oh wait, apparently they have Super Junior. Hold on a second. Oh, I see that they have a lot of photo cards. So yeah, so I think they have different sections in the park or different rides for the groups or something. I don't know, but I think the whole concept is so cool. I think the concept is really cool. Minho, what a man, right? And the thing is, Minho goes to the gym every single day. Like, I'm sure you've seen his Instagram stories because I see them every day. And I'm like, when does he take a break from the gym? I feel like he's literally in the gym every single day. I mean, first of all, yes, it shows. But seriously, like, if you see his Instagram stories, it's him at the gym. It's him at the gym. But yeah. SM probably only company that can have Civil War and still drop 40, 50 albums a year. You're so right. You are so right. Like, literally, the company could have so many things going on, artists wanting to leave, a company wanting to take over the company, etc., etc. But SM is still consistent in having comebacks. Even though some groups, they don't get frequent comebacks, but with SM, you are guaranteed new albums every year. They are not like YG. And I gotta give props to SM because YG literally cannot handle promoting more than 2 groups at a time. And yet you have SM promoting 3 groups at the same time, right? Like, they have multiple groups promoting at the same time. They have multiple groups on tours, fan meets, fan cons, concerts, like comebacks, debuts, like so many things going on. Which that's why I think, honestly, I know SM is like a really big company, but I guess I myself don't realize just how big SM is. But seeing all the things that all of their groups and artists are doing at the same time, I believe SM is definitely one of the biggest. Yes, they are definitely one of the biggest companies, but I have a feeling HYBE is probably bigger than SM. I might be wrong, but I know SM is massive. It was part of the amusement park Everland. Yes. So yeah, I think the whole concept of like having a theme park, I know these pictures don't do justice. These are pictures from Minho's like Instagram, and obviously I want to show off Minho because I freaking love him. But I think it's still so cool that they have a theme park with things related or tied into their groups. That is so cool. Like, if I lived in Korea, I would visit like probably every other month or something. Like, it seems so fun. I'll go on an amusement park date with Minho and Kyuhyun. Same, except I would probably pick Minho and Siwon or Donghae and Hyuk. I'm waiting for mine. It's actually impressive. We get an album every other week almost. Exactly. Like, I'm literally jamming out to TVXQ's Yuno and aespa at the same time. And SHINee and EXO. And Jaehyun's solo song at the same time. And this week, it's going to be Hyo and NCT next week. Like, literally, like, you see the most listened to songs on my playlist, it's SM artists and Kang Daniel. Like, literally, like, this week we got Hyo, and then we got NCT, and then we got Key, and then probably afterwards we're gonna get Red Velvet, and then Taemin, and then either Yesung or Rogue. Like, I mean, it's a lot of music, but I'm happy for it. Because, again, I'm not an SM stan, but I love the groups in SM. Minho went with 15 SHINee fans to the amusement park. that is the dream. That is the dream. I saw videos of him on the ride. And I thought that was so sweet. And like, who does that? That is so sweet. Last year they had 42 albums, and this year projected to do 50 plus. Yep. Hype money wise, sure, but production wise, SM. Yes, I agree. Money wise, Hype is big, but production wise, yes, SM. Because I don't see it. Yeah. And also because Hype has sub companies, so it's like when it comes to 17, Big Hit has nothing to do with 17, right? That's Pledis. So, Big Hit could be dealing with TXT, and it has nothing to do with Pledis. So, versus SM, it's all under SM. So definitely SM is a production machine. They produce so much music, so many comebacks a year, and it's quality content too. Now, there may be some songs that they release that I myself am not a huge fan of, but there's no deny, it may not be my cup of tea, I should say. But regardless, the quality of comebacks are so good. So Hype buys groups and SM creates them himself. Yep, that's true. Hype buys groups and SM creates them. Yep. Yeah, Hype hasn't really debuted a lot of groups on so far. I mean, they have La Seraphim, New Jeans, TXT, and Hypen, and what's it called? And yeah. I mean, but even their rookie groups are really good. I mean, Hype is still great. Hype money-wise, especially from all their subsidiaries and buying out other companies too. Yes. Key, I'm so excited for Key's comeback. Spotlight by Yuno is so good. His album is good. His album is so good. Like, I'm telling you, I'm listening to Yuno's album, and I'm also listening to aespa at the same time, while also listening to SHINee, and also EXO, and also like Jaehyun's solo song. And I know when Hyo releases her song, I'm going to be jamming out to it. And then Key and NCT. So, yeah. It's crazy seeing how many groups they actually manage all together. Yes, exactly. That's why, like, this live stream, like, when I saw just how on my feed, when I saw on my feed just everything that SM groups are doing, I was shocked. I was like, this is why I need to do a live stream. I got to sit down. I got to talk to you all about it because it's a lot. It's a lot going on. And I guess this live stream helps me like stay organized and up to date in what these groups are doing, because I see it on Twitter going on like, oh, Baekhyun's in Mexico. Oh, aespa's on tour. Oh, Chen just had his, concert. Oh, D&E just had a fan con. And it's like, wait a minute. It's like, it's so many things going on. And so like this live stream helps me sort of like stay organized and up to date with what they're doing. And hopefully it helps you guys too. But yeah, it's wild. It's wild just how they're able to manage all these groups and artists. Yeah, that's why SM's overall branding is very tried and true. Yeah. Minho needs a break from the gym. I agree. Like, how buff does this man want to get? Like, literally, Minho is in the gym every single day. I wish I had his discipline when it comes to the gym. Yeah. Then add in solos, it's wild. Yes. Taemin was in the US, LA, so close and yet so far from me. I know everyone at KCON. I know. And it's like, the thing is, we don't know when he's going to come back to the States. Like, same for WayV. Like, we don't know. Because, I mean, at least with NCT 127, you could... They've had like at least 2 tours in the US. So, maybe next year they might announce an NCT 127 tour, so you could at least expect that and stuff. But with Taemin, it's like, we don't know. Like, maybe they'll surprise us with a tour next year, whether it's a Taemin tour or a SHINee tour, I don't know, or maybe not. So Yeah, Hype definitely catching up though. Yes, they definitely are. At least I think internationally, Hype is definitely the number one company, but I think SM is when it comes to promoting their groups internationally, Hybe is number one in my opinion. And I think now SM is trying to catch up with that with NCT, aespa, and now RIIZE to really promote them here in the States. Even though I know that they tried promoting Super M in the States and they've tried promoting their other groups in the past, but I think SM should really, really push to like they should have promoted EXO's Cream Soda in the States. Like, and I'm not saying to have, you know, the members travel to the US and promote. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like, I don't know, set up interviews or have the albums available in stores, etc., etc. Like, I don't know. I don't know, but I think they could definitely promote their groups internationally better. But yeah, now I don't know if in Korea SM is still the bigger company than Hybe, or is Hybe the bigger company in Korea? I have no idea. But at least when it comes to pushing their artists, I think Hybe is really dominating the international market. But I think SM is right there. I don't know. I might be wrong. That's just my take on it. That's my perception. That's my point of view. This Hard album is superb. It really is. It really is. You know, yes, I beg them to come to Europe. Yes, they should. They should tour Europe. aespa and XG did challenge together, so definitely met in US. I'm satisfied. Oh, ooh, I gotta check that out. Maybe everything will change if they listen to us. I don't know. I'm hoping that this new management system and like the team that's currently in SM, I really hope that I don't know. I really hope that they promote their groups good. Like, I know that they're really pushing aespa, and I know that they've been pushing NCT 127 for a really long time. And I know that RIIZE, they're really, really going to push RIIZE in the States. I'm almost certain of it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, moving on to the next topic at hand. Upcoming SM comebacks, everybody. That's right. SM, like, again, there's always, SM has comebacks in batches, right? So we had aespa, Yuno, and Jaehyun. Wait, when was Jaehyun's solo MV? Well, that wasn't really a solo comeback or a debut. Anyway, and now we're going to have Hyo, Key, and NCT 127. I mean, sorry, NCT as a whole. Anyway, so Key is going to have his comeback. They announced it, I believe, yesterday. And so far, it looks... Hold on a second. Hold on a hot second. So his second mini album is going to be called Good and Great. And it's supposed to be released on September 11th. I am looking forward to this. I don't look with Key. I think out of all the artists in SM, out of all the groups we know, RIIZE is the fourth. Wait, their debut is in the. Oh, that's right. Their debut is on the 4th. I'm from Poland, and it's changed here too. Finally, there will be a concert in Warsaw. Ooh, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so interesting. I completely forgot that RIIZE's debut is on the 4th. So I believe out of all the groups, so we know SM is very experimental when it comes to their groups and music, etc. But I think out of all their groups, SHINee is one of the most experimental groups. And within SHINee, I think Key is the most experimental when it comes to solo music. I think Taemin could also be experimental, but Key is just another level of experimental. And so with this comeback of his, it's like, you see his past comebacks, it's like, they're so unpredictable. They're so quirky or epic or just, like, it's just not a typical comeback. nothing about it is typical. It's so unique and different and experimental, you know? So I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to happen with this. I know he's probably going to continue his storyline that he had going. Oh my gosh, I've been obsessed with his comebacks. Key was I think he was the first soloist that I reacted to on my channel. He's one of the first artists that I reacted to on my channel. I think he was the first soloist. So I'm looking forward to it. It's very interesting. So it looks kind of like he's an office worker, because if you see in the card, it says intern under the name Key, ID Master Key. So good and great. So it's very interesting, an intern. So he's like an office worker. And then they released a scheduled release video, and it's like a desktop monitor with a bunch of folders, and then they click on it, and it's a website, and I guess the website is real, so you could actually go on the website and you see the schedule. So it's very interesting. So I wonder how they're going to tie in. I'm just curious about the whole thing, because we know Key doesn't do anything ordinary. He doesn't do anything boring, you know? So Key is very experimental. So I wonder how he's going to incorporate the office worker concept with, I don't know, with like his music and everything. I'm super excited for it. Every SM groups gets a few switch up songs in their lifetime. Yeah, that's true. Everyone is unique. Yes. Gasoline still. Yes. I love Gasoline. I love that album. So good. So good. So good. Key should be a YouTuber. He definitely should. He should have his own talk show and just interview other idols and be like, spill the tea with Key. That should be his YouTube channel. Spill the tea with Key. Make it happen. Key, if you're listening, which I doubt, but Key loves retro. Yes, he does. He definitely does. And I love his album packaging for, was it, oh my gosh. Why am I blanking? Oh my goodness. For Killer. Oh my gosh, the album packaging for Killer was so unique, so cool. Yeah. So now I really want to talk about Queen Hyo from Girls' Generation. She is having her comeback tomorrow. And I've been listening to, I've been looking at all the teaser videos and everything, and it looks like the song is going to be addicting. It's going to be so catchy. I am looking forward to it. I'm really excited for it. I know it's going to be like a fun dance, catchy, addicting song. And the music video looks very interesting too. And yeah, so far I love Hyoyeon's music. She never disappoints. Her music is amazing. Chef's kiss. And yeah, so I look forward to it. And again, her comeback is tomorrow on the 22nd. So probably where you live, it's already the 22nd. But yeah. Key should have a cooking show too. Oh yes, he should. SM needs to give us Taeyeon and Key duo album. I love their song. Hate that. Like that collab was so good. I agree. Taeyeon and Key should have they should have a subunit. But anyway, Hyoyeon comeback tomorrow. Super excited. I'm expecting the song to be such a jam. I'm very, very excited for that. Yeah, so I know, I just have a feeling the song is going to be stuck in my head, and I'm going to be listening to TVXQ's Yuno's Vuja Day, aespa's Better Things, Hyoyeon's new song, and then NCT next week, and then RIIZE as well, and Key. Like, it's, again, if you see my playlist, it's literally just SM artists and Kang Daniel. I listen to a lot of Kang Daniel and Monsta X. I listen to a lot of groups, but yeah, SM is pretty dominant there. All right. Speaking of which, we got to talk about NCT. So NCT so far for this comeback, they haven't released a full group picture. They've been releasing a lot of individual pictures. I know this picture is like their concert poster, but it's the only one with like all of them in it. What is your favorite Girls' Generation song? Ooh, probably I Got a Boy. I know, it's so typical. It's so typical of me. Hold on. Actually, oh my gosh, no. Their last album has so many good B-side tracks. Oh my gosh. Oh, underrated gems. Underappreciated gems. The Boys. I think The Boys is still one of my top favorite songs, but they're I like Lionheart too. But I think The Boys. The Boys is still my top favorite. But oh my gosh, their whole album is so good. For their last album, Lucky Like That, 17, Villain, You Better Run, Closer, Mood Lamp, Summer Night, Freedom, Paper Plane. I wish they would have promoted their B-side tracks too, because their B-side tracks are chef's kiss gems. Okay, so NCT as a whole group, their comeback is literally next Monday. So it looks like the concept, the theme is their, like, each member is, it's very global. Like, each member is in a different part of the world. Their concept pictures and also their teaser videos. They released a teaser video today. And it looks very cool. Like, I'm really excited for it. And they will be releasing, I think, two music videos, right? So the official album drops on the 28th, so I believe that's next Monday. And so their pre-release track, Golden Age, will be released on the 23rd, so this week. And then I think their title track is called Baggy Jeans. I think that's their title track. That's also going to be released on the 28th when the album drops. So I think Golden Age is more of a slower sentimental song just based off of the teaser video that they released today. And I think Baggy Jeans is going to be a very fun song. Now, will it be as hardcore as oh my gosh, what's it called? Hold on a second. Oh my gosh, why can't I think today? Yeah, Resonance, right? No matter what they do, no matter what they say, we not. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Hold on a second. Oopsies. Resonance, yeah. Resonance, why does it sound... Anyway, I don't know. I don't think it'll be as epic as that. Because that was sort of like a mix of like all their songs and whatnot. And it was really cool. But anyway, I don't know if maybe Baggy Jeans will be as epic. Same for Black on Black and like, oh my gosh, just NCT's past songs are so good. So I don't know if Baggy Jeans will be as epic as their previously released tracks. I hope it's epic. I want an epic song. I want epic choreography. I just want it to be very epic. But just by the title Baggy Jeans, I think it's going to have more of a Y2K sound, but I just want it to be very epic. Yeah. And I want Onyu and Taeyeon. Oh, yes, Onyu and Taeyeon would be great for a duet. Oh, Mr. G is my favorite. Oh. My bias from NCT is back. Katie, who's your bias? Who's your bias in NCT? What's up with all these pre-releases? I don't know. There's an influx of them lately, for real. I feel like especially starting earlier this year. Yeah, honestly, look, I'm happy about it. Like, I love when B-side tracks get music videos. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. And I know that SM does that with NCT. They did it with aespa. I feel like they did it with someone else too. But I love when they have NCT Dream. I love when they have track videos for their B-side tracks. I love it so much. So if they could do that through whether it's pre-releases or whatever, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. And I love the fact that with EXO, we got 2 pre-release tracks. Yeah. KCON moved out of the dorm. How many years has it been? I'm so proud of him. Yes, he went live. He did a live stream, right? I'm so proud of him. Good for him. Oh, your bias is Johnny? Nice. My NCT bias is Taeyong. My bias record is Jeno. And then in terms of like bias records, that's a lot. I have like Jaehyun, Yuta. Yeah. But definitely Taeyong and Jeno, they're like my bias and my bias wrecker. Yep. Baby NCT. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this comeback. I'm very excited that they're going to have a concert. I mean, congratulations to anyone that gets to go and see NCT as a whole in concert, because like you get to see obviously NCT, all of them together. NCT 127, NCT Dream, WayV. I don't know if they're going to have the new group by then, but that's amazing. My question is for the NCT concert, what is the set list? What is the set list for the NCT concert? I need to know the set list. Like, I'm very, very curious. First of all, how long the concert is going to be. Second of all, what are the songs that they're going to perform? Because there's a whole lot of songs right there. Like, just with NCT alone, oof, it's a lot of songs. Johnny doesn't get enough lines. Yep, I agree. Same for Win-Win. Justice for Johnny and Win-Win. I hope that... Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Oh, you all, I completely forgot. One of the songs, I don't know if it's the Golden Hour or Baggy Jeans, it's one of them, that it's only a select a couple of members that are performing that song. And it's like, dang, you could tell SM always has their favorites, and then they add like the NCT favorites and then like one other member. Oh, I am a grandma, that's what I can say. Mark is my bias wrecker. Oh, nice. Johnny and Mark, they're such a duo. I love them. They're so funny. Oh my gosh. So, oh gosh. Oh, and apparently, did you all see that? I think the photo card or something for their album, it's like 1 out of 20. Did you see that? Hold on. My heart goes out to everyone that collects NCT photo cards. My heart goes out to you. Good luck. Yeah, I think, hold on. Yearbook sticker, Polaroid. Yeah, photo card, random, 1 out of 20. Like, why is SM doing that? Like, wouldn't it be smart to at least have, I don't know, maybe you get random 4 photo cards out of 20? Like, there's been some albums that have come with like 2 or 3 photo cards, or at least 2 photo cards. Why 1 out of 20? Oh, wait, I know. Money. I don't know. SM, look, like for any other group, I would understand 1 photo card random. I understand that for any other group. But for NCT, 1 photo card out of 20? 20. This is literally one of the biggest groups in the world, right? Like one of, okay? And like, why are they doing this? Like, you couldn't, SM, why not 4 out of 20 at least? And besides, like, it's just, oh my gosh, I don't know. So many cards gone crazy. Wait, so many cards gone crazy. SM. Yeah, I know. I mean, and I don't understand why 1. I know they're doing it for money. I understand that it's 1 out of 20 because they want people to keep buying the album. You know, I understand it. But man, my heart goes out to everyone that collects NCT. It isn't, ooh, 600. Oh, like 600 photo cards. Or the, oh my gosh, look. Also, there's two versions. Yeah, there's two versions of the album, right? Yeah, they have archiving version and collecting version. Oh my lord. Yeah, good luck to everyone that wants to collect NCT. It is not gonna be easy. It's not easy. Yeah. So, I look forward to their concert. I'm super excited for NCT's concert. I think it would be really cool if they had a world tour. I think that would, first of all, that would bring SM a lot of money. Okay, SM? If you could have NCT go on a world tour, that'd be great. Second of all, it would be so great if NCT could have a world tour. And it's guaranteed to be a success. It's guaranteed to be a success for sure. And yeah. So overall, also RIIZE's debut. I haven't talked much about RIIZE here because I haven't seen their music video that they released today. But once I do, I will be able to share more of my thoughts on them and stuff. I'm still really excited for their debut, and we could probably talk about it in another live stream. And yeah, so whoopsies. With all that being said, this has been a very long live stream. Thank you all so much for sticking with me, watching this live stream, and just basically catching up with everything that's been going on with SM and all of these groups. I understand it's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm very excited for, upcoming music releases and stuff. And once again, I just want SM to treat these groups right. I absolutely love the music that they've been releasing, the content and stuff, and it's been fun. So, with all that being said, once again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all being here. You did a poll, didn't you? Oh my gosh, why is it that I always thank you, Katie, for reminding me. I always forget to mention the polls that I do. I will not collect. Yeah, look, when it comes to albums, I hope that I get my bias. A lot of times, surprisingly, I do. Like when it comes to EXO albums, I've been getting my biases. So that's great. But I mean, thank you, Katie, for reminding me of the poll. I always do a poll and I always forget about the polls in my live stream. I don't know why. Okay, so I asked you all, where is it? Okay, so I asked you all, do you prefer to attend a fan meet or a concert? And the majority of you all said concert, and rightfully so. Even though I think, yeah, so 7% said fan meet and 93% said concert. So I think when it comes to a fan meet, it's definitely more personal, but I think it depends on who you go to for a fan meet. I think if it's a really big group and the fan meet is pretty much like a concert, then it might as well just have a concert. But if it's if the fan meet is smaller, that you could actually be closer to the artist, fan meets are a lot more personal. But definitely, I myself would probably choose, it depends on the group. I would probably choose a concert, but if a fan meet will be small and you could actually like have one-on-ones and just talk to like the artists and stuff, then I would probably pick a fan meet. But yeah, concert for the win. Yep. I buy in bulk and choose bias. Oh, I couldn't choose. I would love to do both. Yeah. I mean, I think both of them have pros and cons. Like a fan meet, the pros are obviously you're closer to the artist, you're closer to the group, you're closer to them. It's a lot more intimate. It's more personal. They could focus more on the audience, right? But they don't get to perform all of their songs because it's not a concert. But on the other hand, a concert, they perform all of their songs and you get like, the choreography, the energy, etc., etc. But it's less personal. It's less intimate, because they have to perform. So they don't have a lot of time to just connect and talk to fans, etc., etc. So they do have their pros and cons. So, yeah. So thank you all again so very much for being here. Stay tuned for more videos coming up on the channel. I will let you all know the next time I do a live stream. Don't know when, but we will see. And yeah, so with all that being said, I hope you all have a lovely day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. So for now, I will be leaving. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Thank you so much for sticking with me throughout this live stream. I really, 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 really appreciate it. So, and I'm looking forward to all the new music that's coming out. It should be a great half of the rest of the year. I'm looking forward to it, especially like all the upcoming shows and award shows. I'm looking forward to the award shows this year. Should be interesting. A lot of great music. So, thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Goodbye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, everybody. Have a good one. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. I should just play, what is it, NSYNC? Bye, everybody. Bye.